going for it on fourth down. The fans want the teams to do it. The coaches are often tempted to do it. But is it always a good idea? We're going to take a look at two different situations, both from week 1, where teams went for it on fourth and short. The first game we're going to look at is from week 1, the Seahawks at the Atlanta Falcons. Now let's talk about the game situation here because that's extremely important. There's 9 minutes, 41 seconds to go in the third quarter. So not quite halfway through the quarter. And the Seahawks have a 14-12 lead. Not a big lead, it's a small lead, but they have a lead. This is very important because if something goes wrong here, with 9 minutes to go in the third quarter, they still got plenty of time to recover. In addition to that, they have the lead, so they can afford to take a little bit more of a risk. Now, let's talk about where they are on the field. Here you can see the ball is at the 38-yard line. To get a first down, the Seahawks need to go 5 more yards. It's a 4th and 5. The problem is they're too close to the end zone to punt. If they punt, Atlanta will probably get the ball on the 20-yard line. But on the other hand, they're also too far away to kick a field goal. They're right in the middle of that weird middle ground. So in this situation, it makes sense for them to go for it. Now let's look at the play. Wilson starts off looking to his right. What does he see? Well, he sees that the Falcons are setting up right at the sticks. They're guarding that first down line. Now when we look at the top of the screen, we're going to notice one more thing. The corner is jamming DK Metcalf at the line of scrimmage. Okay, Wilson resets his feet and looks to the other side of the field. Now what does he see? He sees that DK Metcalf has beaten the press coverage. If you want to play wide receiver in the NFL, you have to be able to beat that press coverage. And furthermore, if you're a corner and you jam your guy at the line of scrimmage, there is a chance that he could go around you, and now you're trailing, you're behind him. So why do corners do it then? Well, in some situations it makes sense to. If you have a smaller guy that's a little bit slower, there's not really too much of a threat if they get behind you. But in this case, DK Metcalf is a big, strong wide receiver who's known for going deep. You know, in football, you want to minimize your opponent's strengths and maximize their weaknesses. Here, the Falcons do the exact opposite. Now, we should say one more thing, though, about this strategy for the Falcons, which is it's fourth down. And deep passes in the NFL are very low percentage plays. So maybe they felt like there wasn't as much of a risk for DK to go deep. But they forgot that they're playing against the best deep ball thrower in the NFL in Russell Wilson. And here, Wilson and Metcalf burn the Falcons on 4th and 5 for a big touchdown. Look at that. Perfect ball placement, easy catch for DK, and the defender is nowhere in sight. Okay, let's move on to the next game. Also from week 1, we have Cowboys at Rams. Now, let's look at the game situation here. It's 4th down and 3, and the Cowboys have decided to go for it. I think this is a major coaching mistake, and here's why. First of all, it's already the 4th quarter, so if you don't convert on the first down, you don't have as much time to recover. Second of all, look at the score. Dallas is down by 3 points. They don't have the luxury of being able to take that risk the way the Seahawks did. They need to tie the game before they think about anything else. And finally, look at their position on the field. They're at the 11-yard line. They could kick an easy field goal from here. It's crazy to me that they passed up the opportunity to tie the game, and that would turn out to be a big mistake. Let's look at the play. There's a little blip in the footage here, but we still get a really good idea of what the Cowboys want to do. The tight end Schultz wants to run into the heart of the Rams defense, disrupting these defenders, so that Lamb can run underneath and catch a pass for a first down. The problem is the linebacker for the Rams, Jordan Fuller, is just too fast, and he makes the play. Now the Cowboys get no points. The Rams get the ball with the lead in the fourth quarter, and the Cowboys would go on to lose this game. Very interesting. Two different strategies from two different teams going for it on fourth down. We saw when it worked, when it didn't work, and these two teams are going to be playing each other on Sunday. It's going to be Cowboys at Seattle. That's going to be fun to watch.